Kabam, go back on arena changes. Do we have a Sasquatch nerf situation? And Red Goblin cutoff is super low. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Monday. Hope you've had a lovely weekend. We've got so many things to go over. Mainly some weird advert and video things, but we've got a lot of important stuff as well. And before the video kicks off, please remember to support the channel, not just here but also on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. That's where I'll be streaming a lot of Cavalier difficulty starting tonight. Just did Uncollected, now it's over to do some Cavalier. Also, for those interested, I'm doing a few changes. You might have noticed this is more focused in here, and as well on the back wall. Hopefully by the weekend I'm going to have some artwork up or some banners or something. I don't know, I'm going to figure out something interesting to put up there. But yes, lots of work still needs to be done. Make sure as well to support the channel by hitting up the comment section, talking about some of the topics today. And also, thank you very much to those that support the channel through the medium of Patreon. Thank you very much to Patrons. YouTube members, thank you very much to YouTube members for supporting, keeping the love, especially through these scuffed times of YouTube and the way they're absolutely slapping me at the moment. But that's another story for another day. Also, massive thank you to those that do Twitch Prime or Prime Gaming. Thank you very much to those that renew on a monthly basis. You do have to renew manually. It's not automatic. It would be great if it was, but you know just how it is. And those that support through the Twitch subs and giving tier 1 Twitch subs. Thanks very much for those that support through those means. Lots of thank yous, and thank you very much to everybody that comes by, supports, watches, and all that stuff. So yes, I think we've got to do news now. And yes, the news kicks off with just a reminder to everybody. Myself and Dan, Frontline MCOC, do a podcast once a week called the Contest Round Podcast, amalgamating, I'd say 80% Marvel Contest of Champions with 20% Marvel Realm of Champions. Contest Realm. See, it synergizes. But yeah, like we're on episode 37 and we're talking about a lot of stuff, side event scares with the bands, which never happened by the way. Delayed act changes, Red Goblin, arena changes, done by dodgy units, more on Realm, you know, those kind of things. Go over. If you need an hour to kill and have something in your ears that you enjoy, or you want to see the visual version, because now I'm in the bottom right hand corner of them, so go and check out that on YouTube. But yeah, thanks for the support. Now we properly kick things off with your reminder for Marvel Insider. Now, the Cosmic Ghost Rider bundle isn't that great, especially with seeing just some stuff. I mean, it is good if you want just like a quick spend, but apart from that, you want to be kind of aiming for the bigger ones. But look, 1 level 1 revive and 2 health potions. Oh no, 1 level 2 health potions. It's all right, but it's nothing compared to this, because you get like 3 level 2 revives, 5 level 3 health potions, and 3 energy refills. All stuff really you could get in game for free with the grind, but if you've got points to spend, you got points to spend. Either way, getting a 3-star Red Goblin, 1 Grandmaster Monster Hunter Crystal, and a 3-star Awakening Gem is what it is, and it can be helpful. Also, this comes the month that Kabam make the decision to only allow normal and heroic from the point of points. Because look, you can't see anything for beginner. Because Kabam have made the decision to remove beginner, I think it's just then saying to players like, look, you know, just you've got to kind of like up it a little bit. So yeah, unfortunately it looks like, and sad times, beginner is not there. So I know some people do grind it for units from time to time, but it looks like there has been some point increases. I want to say before, these were 50,000 and 30,000 respectively, so Kabam have made allowances for that with Marvel Insider. So I guess that's some good from it, assuming that you got 10,000 points from it before. Again, want to hazard a guess with that one. Okay, so now from the funny to the serious, and we've got to be serious about this stuff now when it comes to network connection problems. So from a lot of you, the problem can be stemmed from various things, whether it's going to be a location-based problem or is this going to be down to a device-based problem. Trying to connect into game has been difficult for some players. With a new update coming in, it did lead to a lot of players unable to get into the game, which sucks majorly. The only recent situation update that I can find is this from Kabam Vidius on October 11th. So what's that? Yesterday. So that's on Sunday, saying, hey gang, apologies for the delay in any update, but unfortunately I don't have one to give. I just wanted to swing in and reassure you that we're aware of this and looking heavily into it. I hope to have an update for you in the next day or so. So look, here's the thing, that our players either unable to get in the game or they're in there lagging for a huge amount of time. This isn't a case of going like, look, this is just one country, this is your connection problem. It looks like there's something more to this that meets the eye, and especially on a lot of Android-based devices. And that's the biggest problem with the game. Something to kind of like bear in mind, I don't know if I said this before, but in the Marvel Realm of Champions Discord, so I'm sorry to talk about Marvel Realm if you're not interested, but it is very interesting from a Kabam dev, said that the games are more easier to develop on mobile games than they are on Apple than they are on iOS opposed to Android because of the extent of devices, whereas iOS is very much kind of like limited to a small operating system. Not the best answer in the world, but it's the most honest answer in the world, and that's, you know, good to understand. But at the same time, if you do not have the latest device, if you do not have the best graphics capability, processing speeds with an Android device, then you will suffer. And that's the biggest sad thing type of stuff when it comes to mobile gaming. I love mobile gaming, I think it's great, I love PC and console gaming, but that is the biggest issue. And that's why, unfortunately, I had to switch over to iOS devices because I could not run this game and do YouTube at the same time with it because of the connection problems, and as well doing arena grind, which takes forever. So that's the big sad, but hopefully something can be done to help players out that are suffering at the moment. But also another takeaway is that this could be very region specific, and it could be based on the way that it connects, especially with Midnight saying, look, you know, he uses a VPN. So as long story short, everyone purchases a VPN. Asian region players have been experiencing this for years. So that may be something that players might need to. It sucks that that's a thing, but it's like, what can you do if it's region specific? Now on to the Sasquatch sort of silent nerf situation. Now something I was alerted to was his damage over time debuffs, so his rupture damage was rupture debuffs. We're not doing quite as much damage as maybe they have done in the past. Now MWW puts together the receipts here. You can see that he's got a before and now. So starting off with the before, you can see ticks of 1.8k and then going down to 737k. Playing this a little bit more, you can see 737, 737. He says no changes were done in this. So it is very unusual to see such a dip in the amount of damage over time debuffs. So yeah, it's very weird, very weird. And bless Kabam Vidius, who was working Sunday, saying merge two threads together on this. I'm keeping it. I'm asking the team for finer details. Thanks for the patience while we get it sorted. So it's good to see that it is being answered, especially, you know, what, 4 days it takes to kind of like answer that, but as soon as a video went up on YouTube and stuff, it's good to see that they have at least responded to that, and where and what line they will take in the future. It could be just a bug or an error, but we'll keep an eye on this thread. Hopefully I get to give you some more updates on that in the coming days. And now we've got some important news when it comes to Arena. So as you know, Arena has been so much of a big issue, especially with massive changes. I mean, this forum thread now is on like 25k views and like hundreds of comments, which is good for those that are getting involved with it. Arena, I actually quite like Arena. I know many people that would like the idea as me, like I'm relaxing, I'm listening to a podcast, I'm watching a movie on a Saturday and Sunday. I don't get much time to grind out Arena during the week unless I've completed all content and kind of like building up unit supply for doing further content. And something that's so important is also detailing the pain. This is the pain that everyone's referring to. The idea that you have to you can take your rank 1 level 25 champions against rank 3 level 45 champions is pretty painful, and there's a lot of fundamental issues. I don't think it was really introduced in the best way, and maybe there were some back-end issues that Kabam were experiencing that just led to stuff like this. But I digress. Good news is coming in, so that this week we rolled out a change to matchmaking in arenas with the intention to making arenas more manageable by reducing the number of death matches that summoners ran into. This had the unfortunate knock-on of killing the infinite streak that players have come to rely on. This was not our intention. We'll be reverting the changes to matchmaking on Sunday, October 11th, before the second run of the RGoblin arena. The changes to AI will remain. Thank you all for your patience as we worked to fix this issue. Now, Kabam responding like this is good news, especially to act on players' frustrations and look to get it sorted. especially as most people wanted to see this change for the better. The AI changes seem to be good, but it's just a case that the matchups need to be addressed in a certain way that seem better and fair, especially for those with limited rosters, because that's another thing as well. If you've got a stonkingly wide and ranked up roster, then it's going to be a very different experience to those that maybe want to do the 6-star arena or the 5-star arena, and then of like, right, well, I don't have a load of 6 stars, I have a load of 5 stars. But then those that got 6 stars, are they trash ones? And at the same time, how many ranked up to rank 2s, rank 3, 6 stars you have, and the interactions there that follow. So do bear in mind, everybody, especially with those with different places in the game, not everybody has the exact same experience as you. So try and see this in a fair light. That still, there's going to be those that want to try and be competitive in this, especially with 300 ranks available. It does mean that this isn't just available to those at the proper end gamers, the 100% abysses, the 100% Act 6ers, etc, etc. It's also those that have, say, recently become Cavalier as well, so do bear that in mind. Next up, and we go in game, for what you can see on screen at the moment is the special bundles. Now, I don't know if these are represented at, or kind of structured, I should say, at different kind of players based on what they're missing. For me, funny enough, I'm missing the torso, but I can imagine that this may differ from player to player depending on what they're missing, unless this is very torso-centric and maybe there was less torsos given out. I don't know. I'm not here to like point out conspiracies, but you know, it is what it is. But look, you've got here different bundles, a 3,000 unit bundle. There is one that's costing $48.99. So that's the thing. Look, there's two different ways of looking at this. I know like free-to-play players may get a bit frustrated with Kabam on this situation when it comes to the acquisition. They did Dark Artifacts, and yes, they did one that was kind of like in the Black ISO market. But as well, they are giving the option of you buying here with units to try and get something. And as well, there will be something that will be in a special arena towards the end of the month. So even though it looks like Kabam are kind of forcing you to buy in-game, there's also going to be means in order to grab it from a free perspective. So yeah, that's how it's really working. There's one in the Black ISO market. There's one that's going to be this one that's there. You know, there are various options for you. Do I think it's worth it? Kind of. If you're looking to get like a rare champion, which has some kind of, if you've seen my video, you know that the champion kind of revolves around these kind of random cards, and you can see at times some really decent damage from it. It's going to be one of these kind of rare champions to grab that's able to do auto fight really well. But yeah, it's going to be up to you how you see this worth. Personally, I'm just going to go with, if I get it, I get it, but I don't know if I'd rank it up that far unless I was going to do auto fighting with it. Would it then sit there for ages after, say, 1 month of me going, yay, interesting new champion, it's kind of fun. Yeah, and then I probably wouldn't deal with it after because there's other champions I focus on. But if he gets added into some synergy kits, maybe I would use him in the future. We'd have to really see. Now we move on to our final story, which is arena predictions. All predictions for round 2 are down below at the moment. There is a little bit of an issue with the 4-star arena from a point of getting the exact number in from what players were getting. We've got some real decent information given to us by Black Knight and as well Jacques. Thank you very much for sending those bits of images through, which we're going to go over now. Initially starting off with the information on Morningstar, 1.532 was enough to get this. I would say 1.6 mil for the prediction of this particular champion. Next up, you got RGoblin. As you can see, we've got a 300 rank for 32 mil. This is under the old arena scheme of creation of Infinite Streak just not being there and the death matches. So this could change, this could go up, and this is why I'm going for about a 40 mil cutoff point, which I know is a bit higher than this, but it just balances how players are going to see this and how they're going to react to adding more in. And here's the 4-star. This is a lot of discrepancies with it. I have seen somebody getting 4.8 mil and getting the champion, which I just think is maybe from a different type of like cutoff scheme, especially from being veteran or being novice or stuff like that. So I don't know with this. I think I'm going with at least 9.5 mil and, you know, seeing where we are with this when the final results come in. And there we go. That's been the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Monday. There's a lot of stories still yet to cover, especially from ones that have been sent to me, so that'll probably go into the Wednesday edition. Please check out some recent content up here. Also check out some other content on screen. Check out Rich's Realm, which is why I do Marvel Realm of Champions, for more videos in the future. And I'll see you all very soon. Have a lovely week. Bye-bye.